Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Infant deaths can be caused by a number of different factors. Stats suggest these deaths are decreasing in central Louisiana. ABC 31 Joanna Phillips has our big story tonight.
Being born here or here gives you a better chance of survival. The Central Louisiana region of the Office of Public Health has achieved the lowest infant mortality rate in the state. 4.7 deaths to every 1,000 live births is the rate. It's below the national average of 5.9 deaths to live births and the state rate of 7.7 deaths to every 1,000 live births.
We have a very active fetal infant mortality review board, and so the Office of Public Health works with the local hospitals, the neonatologists, all the people involved with babies, infants, and childbirth, to see when a child has died, why they have died, and what can be done to prevent it.
Pinpointing all the factors that contribute to this low rate is difficult, but one factor that's known is the work done by the parish health units.
We also have very, very active public health services throughout the region. The Rapids Parish Health Unit has the highest volume of any health unit in the entire state, and we're 8th in regional population. We use more, or we administer more long-acting reversible contraceptions called LARCs than any other region in the state, and again, we're 8th in population.
Numbers have dropped from 9.1 deaths to every 1,000 live births in 2007 to the most recent 4.7 in 2015. It's remarkable, but the reduction of infant death is still being pushed as a primary goal in public health. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
The tragedy of infant death is overwhelming, and in many cases, it is preventable. Alexandria police arrest a 20-year-old local man for a Friday afternoon murder. Desmond Harris is accused of gunning down a 29-year-old man on Monroe Street shortly before 2 p.m. A SWAT team was called out because officers suspected the shooter was still in the home, but that turned out not to be the case. Harris was arrested that night at a home on Irish Lane. A woman is in critical condition after a fight in Natchitoches. Police arrested 21-year-old Destiny Williams Saturday night after a reported altercation involving several women. Natchitoches police say Williams is charged with aggravated battery because she armed herself with a sharp object to attack the victim. That victim is said to be in critical condition. A teenage girl has been arrested for allegedly stabbing another teen to death this weekend in Alexandria. Alexandria police say they have arrested 18-year-old Asia Moore of Ball for the murder of a 17-year-old. That happened Saturday night on Lisa Street. And an escapee from the Rapids Parish security team is back behind bars. 31-year-old Jamie Lamont Bates reportedly escaped from custody while being treated at St. Francis Cabrini Hospital on Sunday afternoon. He'd been in jail for failure to pay a fine and contempt of court, but also had convictions for battery, domestic abuse, as well as drugs. Deputies say he walked away from the custodial deputy while he had gone to the bathroom. 2 deputy units were damaged in the capture, but there were no injuries. More wet weather. Meteorologist Ross Whitley joins us now with the latest on your forecast.
Yeah, we've had showers and thunderstorms all around the area today and plenty of cloud cover out there as well. Very humid once again, temperatures topping out around 88 degrees. While humid, still very much below average as far as our high temperatures go, 88, and we should be at 94. So we'll take the below average temperatures as opposed to the sweltering heat, but the thunderstorm activity, unfortunately, not going anywhere. We didn't actually pick up any rain officially today, but all around the area there was thunderstorms around. I think that's likely to change as we go into the late evening hours, into the overnight hours, and then throughout the day tomorrow we will most likely pick up thunderstorms and some sort of rain. All the details on what you can expect coming up just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Ross. Today is the first day for teachers at Arthur F. Smith Middle Magnet School. Educators headed back to their jobs to prepare for next week. Principal Norvella Williams invited the community out for a back-to-school open house this morning. Williams says she wants to make sure the students are motivated and ready to hit the books. Several community leaders spoke and gave encouraging words to the faculty, parents, and students. School starts up just 1 week from today. For some people, leadership is limited to their occupational roles, but today, Ginger Hysaw offered her perspective on leadership at the First Step business meeting.
Well, essentially, we all desire safety in relationships, whether it is in our marriage, whether it's with our kids, whether it's in the workplace, and that's essential for individuals to feel secure and being able to communicate and being able to be productive in their jobs. And the bonds that we have with each other, in our families, in the workplace, really do promote success.
Hysaw's motto for leadership is always be bigger, stronger, wiser, and kind. This Saturday marks the continuation of downtown Natchitoches summer events.
Well, we're going to continue our summer events. August 12th, we've got a cornhole tournament. We did one of these back in June and had a great response, and we've got even more teams that are interested this time. So this time we're planning for no rain. So we'll hold it on Front Street. It's going to be a great event.
Be part of the fun this weekend? Contact Jill Leo at 318-652-7078.
The circus is back, and KLAX TV is giving away family 4-packs every week. The Sinlaw Shrine Club presents the Jordan World Circus, an action-packed circus for children of all ages. Extraordinary entertainment, high-flying acts, elephants, horses, tigers, and more return to the Rapides Coliseum. Enter daily for a chance to win free tickets at KLAXTV.com or on our Facebook page or Twitter page. Register to win today.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Ross Whitley, and our satellite and radar remains active even at this hour. All day today, it's looked something like this with plenty of activity. Fortunately for us, we had storms come right up to the city and then kind of dissipate and then reform off to the east. And while this radar is getting its kinks out, you notice a lot of the area of rain off to the west is starting to die out. Continue to think that will be the ongoing process here as we go into the overnight hours, losing the heating of the day. But we're going to see something pretty similar to this tomorrow. You notice that line of storms that form there is continually moving off to the north very slowly. That boundary will be what's left of those storms as they die out overnight tonight and be the access for more storms to form for the day tomorrow. Now, places off to our east have picked up quite a bit of rain, even like Meridian, Mississippi, already picking up over 3 inches of rain today. So that is what could happen here as we go throughout the rest of the week. Tonight's forecast, a couple thunderstorms out there, about a 60% chance of rain. I think most of us will probably stay dry until that little warm front lifts northward into the overnight hours, and we might see a couple of showers form along that front. But going through the rest of the week, we're going to continue to see the storm chances around. A couple of heavy thunderstorms tomorrow could spell maybe some flash flooding, but we will see some sunshine out there as well in between the breaks of clouds. And then another mostly cloudy day with more showers and thunderstorms around, mostly in the afternoon as we work throughout our Wednesday as well. And you guessed it, as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, humid with scattered thunderstorms around. Pretty much the same thing, just said 3 different ways there. That's just kind of the forecast we're getting into here. Unstable air basically all across the southeast and the Gulf Coast states, and it's really not going anywhere. There's some nice pleasant air up to the north, but it's going to kind of come into Arkansas, sit there, and then rebound northward, where we're going to be left right in that boundary area of unsettled weather with thunderstorms pretty probable as we move throughout the afternoons. That will keep temperatures down, like our forecast lows tonight, only around 73 degrees, but a 60% chance of storms overnight tonight. Then as we go into the day tomorrow, you'll notice we got to 88 today. The forecast high for tomorrow, only 84. That's because there are probably going to be more clouds around throughout the day tomorrow, with a 70% chance of rain and heavy thunderstorms possible once again. And looking at this 7-day forecast, it's not a pretty one by any means. Those temperatures not too bad, but 84 tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms, 88. Lots of thunderstorms Wednesday, more of the same Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. That's a look at your 7-day and your weather. Scott?
All right, thank you, Ross. Should you be slathering sunscreen on your baby this summer? Maggie Rulli has the latest advice from the American Academy of Pediatrics.
Your family vacation or just a summer day in the park. You take out the sunscreen and line up the kids. But wait, should you put it on your baby? Experts at the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Food and Drug Administration want you to try a few other things first. They say children under 6 months should be kept out of the sun entirely. The next best thing, covering them up. Lightweight long pants, long sleeve shirts, and brimmed hats. If you can't keep your baby out of the sun or covered, then pediatrics say it's okay to use a small amount of sunscreen with at least 15 SPF. What's the big deal with sunscreen on babies? Well, they have a lot more skin relative to their weight than older children and adults do. Large amounts of sunscreen may expose them to higher levels of toxic chemicals. So maybe what you should do is buy them a summertime outfit, a hat to match those cute baby sunglasses. Who doesn't love an excuse for another baby outfit? With this Medical Minute, I'm Maggie Ruley.
National reading programs foster language development in young children by encouraging parents to read out loud to them. Now researchers are using high-tech imaging to study what happens to children's brains when they're actively engaged in reading. Jessica Sanchez has more.
When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up.
When You Give a Mouse a Cookie is one of 4-year-old Ezra Gleiner's favorite books.
Every night we read to him and make sure that we read to him several times a day.
John Hutton is the longtime owner of Blue Manatee Children's Bookstore in Cincinnati. He's also a pediatrician.
Reading is more than just a nice thing to do with a child if there's time. It really is a critical aspect of brain health.
Dr. Hutton and his colleagues took a group of 3 to 5-year-olds from a diverse socioeconomic background and brought each in for an MRI. The children listened to stories through headphones while researchers measured brain activity.
From that, we asked the parents questions about the early reading environment of the child. How often were they read to? How many books do they have at home?
Researchers found children with a strong early reading experience had increased activation in the portion of the brain that supports semantics, or word processing and visual imagery.
Interestingly, during the story task, there were no pictures. It was all audio. But we found that these kids still were activating visual parts of their brain that really showed that they're bringing the story to life in their mind's eye.
Dr. Hutton says this suggests the more early exposure kids have to reading, the better chance they have to become stronger readers later on. Carve out 15 minutes a day for reading and encourage your child to ask questions about the story.
That's a lot of work for a tiny mouse.
When you give a child a book and a few minutes of your time, researchers say you're fostering critical skills that will last a lifetime. I'm Jessica Sanchez reporting.
Dr. Hutton's study was published in the journal Pediatrics. The study focused on the Reach Out and Read program, but there are a number of programs that can help parents develop their reading skills. Coming up in sports, the Northwestern State Demons kick off week 2 of fall camp. Meanwhile, the volleyball team is doing the same. Zach's in next with sports.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Welcome back to KLAX ABC31 Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. As the NSU Demons begin their second full week of fall camp, the emphasis is placed squarely on a defense and a secondary that underperformed at times a season ago. The Demons are coming off of a season where their defense yielded 34 points and over 270 pass yards alone per game. There were flashes of brilliance during the season, but NSU could never sustain their success. One of the biggest issues was the Demons' lack of ability to force turnovers. Northwestern State only forced 11 turnovers per game, just 5 of those interceptions, but everyone believes that the Demons will be a more challenging team to score against in 2017.
A lot's on their shoulders as far as what we're asking them to do defensively. The thing that they've done day in and day out, they've come to work. Mentally and physically, it's not an opportunity to take either one of those off. And I tell you, it's so much from last spring through the summer and through now the first, 6 days of practice. I mean, it's night and day.
The Northwestern State volleyball team is attempting to build on a Southland Conference tournament bid from a year ago as they opened up fall camp today. The Demons were picked to finish 7th in the conference's preseason poll. The 2016 squad sprinted out to a quick 6-2 start before dropping 7 of their last 8 conference matches last year. Third-year head coach Sean Kirikoffey says he expects sophomore hitter Alexis Warren and middle Courtney Seaton to become key contributors. The Demons open the season on August 25th in Norman, Oklahoma. They do so against Colorado. La Tech senior defender Nomvula Ngwale has been one of the 11 players selected to the Conference USA's preseason first team after being named the preseason Defensive Player of the Year. Ngwale made an immediate impact last season for the Lady Texters after transferring from Tyler Junior College. After missing the first 4 matches, Ngwale started 13 matches and totaled a pair of goals in just 10 shot attempts. The senior, one of 6 returning starters from a team that opens the season August 18th at McNeese State.
Well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Enter to win a carport from Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. An $800 value in the color of your choice, plus option to upgrade to something bigger at Quality Outdoor Products. To enter, register online, on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to increase your chances of winning. This carport could be yours from KLAX TV and Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. See official rules at KLAXTV.com.
Predators better pray.
Crime Watch Daily airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.